Hello, everybody. Welcome to the continued commentary for the Gen Con 2023 Preview Deck Tournament. We are now in the evening games, round one of that. We got the Dwarf versus the Nothrog. So on the left, we got Dustin from the Yuba City crew, aka QTP on the Discord channel. He's rocking good old Korak Stonejaw. And then on the right, we have Oliver Eagle. He is rocking the Nothrog. I was very happy to see that, and I knew Ollie was someone who would be very happy playing on stream no matter what. And after only getting the one Nothrog option there, and obviously it was a new player with D, I was like, let's see what happens with the Nothrog in a veteran game. I was like, Ollie, you gotta let me do it. Luckily, he going up against Dustin. This is two quality players for sure, and we get to see more dwarf action. So I'm all about that. But I only got a few rounds of this, so for anyone who wants to see any of the other previous rounds, check out all these videos on my YouTube as well. They're all labeled with the faction that is present in each of those games, and I still got more. After this one, I got 2 more rounds of Swiss that I covered before I ducked out to go eat a delicious steak at St. Elmo's. But then I got at least 1 round of the cut game, so I got at least 4 cut games as well. So a whole lot more of the preview deck tournament coming. But what we have here again, well, let's focus on Dustin versus Ollie here. So Korak versus Warboss Haskell. So what I'll do is I'll pop up these warlords on the screen just so you can see it. We've already kind of we've gone through them in the analysis video and on the previous videos as well, so we won't go too in depth. We'll focus a little bit more on just the play that we're about to see here. But just want to kind of show these warlords just for it as these guys are rolling initiatives, just as a quick reminder here. But see, initiative has been rolled. Dustin gets it with an 8, and he's starting off with these aggressive dwarven brine fiends here, which kill one of the Bear Legion recruits, not recruits. And Ollie choosing not to react so that he can play his level 3 do run. We got do run in there. What does he do? He do run, that's for sure. So Ollie, wants to make sure that those ranks are stable. Dustin sensing this, let's keep the pressure. And rolls a nat 20 right there. So Ollie's like, all right, well, whatever. I got to put my 3 in. So Mad Pat's gonna float on up there to the front and be ready to do some extra wounds to some of these dwarven folk. And he is doing that right now. Let's see. We're going to have him swing.
We'll come here for plus.
I think the video track is a little low on my end, so hopefully y'all can hear it. I just need to actually test something, guys. One sec. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Just needed to pause for a little bit. Make sure the audio is good. I'm not really hearing anything that Ollie or Dustin says, but either way, I can just kind of keep on going here. So we see Ollie losing another one of the guys, but this time Duke Run's going to run to the front. And then we see... Oh, actually, this is a new one for me. I got to take a look at this wizard spell here. Let me see if I can pop that up for you fine folk here. So I think, let's see, forward thrust. That's what that card was. If this character is a wizard, your target fighter moves forward 1 rank. If this character is a fighter, perform a +3 melee strike. So, oh, it is a fighter action as well. So Ollie using that. Unfortunately, did not take out any of the light bearers in the back there. I think we saw Korak defendant. Korak's got a wound on him. And then we see Talon come in. Talon's going to threaten that do run right there. Being able to do multi-wounds with Talon. Let's see. Ollie uses Warboss's ability targeting do run. He is choosing which options he would like. And then we'll see what happens there.
Choose a fighter and give him advantage on his next strike and then perform a melee strike. Okay, so it's just
he's thinking about it. And he's choosing the right pink dice of what he wants to do.
I'm going to
And he's going at Talon. And Korak saying, no, you got to bring it my way here. So he's rolling with advantage. We'll do that. And then Dustin puts a wound on Stonejaw. So already got one there. But Ollie's in trouble here if this Talon hits, which he does, and uses his react to do an extra wound on Do Run. Ollie's just kind of reviewing it just to make sure that this is how it works. I think he's asking a question because this Talon's a little different. Oh, okay, I see what happened. He wanted to repost with Do Run because Talon's ability triggers at their hit. Ollie's saying he won initiative, so he would get the repost before Talon would react. However, Talon had a bonus HP for being next to the Tunnel Vanguard. So even though Do Run did punch him in the face, which would have stopped the extra wound, it didn't matter because of that extra HP. And we see the Nothrog still building back up ranks. And then we see the Dwarven Warlord stunning to the front with 2 wounds. And everything done. But those good old light bearers are going to do their thing here. Just to make sure that Stonejaw does not stay stunned. Target a wounded dwarf and unstunned right there. There you go. So very good level 2 for sure. We see Tiny go all the way to the front. I think we got to show Tiny, right? It's like the best name in any of these preview deck things. But let's take a look at what that big Mamma Jamma do. He just chucks people up to the front rank. It's kind of funny. He's got a plus 13 melee strike. Dustin taking a swing on Tiny and missing though. 11 AC is somehow strong enough. And then Akvuk comes in. That's a threat to Stonejaw unless he's got some way to heal that. He's already got 2 wounds on him, so he's probably hoping for a Holy Might. And he doesn't have enough time to get goad up there to swing at Akvuk. So I see. Oh, he used the order from Korak to do that, and then he's playing a character that's a little off screen, so we can't really see what it is. Sorry about that, folks. I don't think there's any way I can kind of do that. I might be able to. Let me see. He moves goad up to the front. Can we see? No. Unfortunately, it is out of camera view. Sorry, folks. So I think it was like a watchful or something. It's got to be a level 1 dwarf. Oh, there's the Holy Might. Oh. We could almost see it now. I come by to watch their game. I see he's missing something, so I'm trying to adjust it to get it in frame. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's like I knew. But either way, I'm just doing things right now, guys. But right now the dwarf is kind of in control. But Ollie doesn't have it. Ooh, can we see it? It is a watchful. Look at that. How about this high production quality, folks? You come here for not only for high quality Warlord insight, but you come here to see Vac do some very amateur editing things with OBS here. So what can I say? You got a 2-for-1 special, folks. But that'll end the turn, and Korak is wound free for those who do not see. I believe he also has that stout ale equipped that's over there in the bottom left screen. But so far, Stonejaw's in business. Those little tall Vanguards are a little hurt, but Ollie's rolling a 12 for initiative, 19 on Korak, so Dustin gets to figure out how he can hurt the Nothrog ranks the most. I think a Donnybrook would be devastating, but I think Dustin sees that, so he wants to kind of search for that. So he's gonna pop the strong ale, or strong arm stout, I believe it's called. Yep, strong arm stout. It's strong arm the dwarf that is brewing it, but it is a potion. I love that. So each player gets a card, and then Korak's gonna get +2 attack and an HP for each card drawn that way. So an extra 2 HP total, an extra 4 attack. Looks like he's probably setting up at Donnybrook if I had to guess. Oh, and we see an action on the Nothrog side that I do not recognize. Prime positioning. Let's show you fine folks there. Oh, there's the Donnybrook before we even get to that. So Donnybrook is going to be important. What was the roll for Dustin? He is attacking at the Warlord. So he rolled, you know, within the range of 11 through 19 and is able to do melee strikes that go in an additional rank. I guess he rolled a natural 1 there, though. So he only got 2 wounds on War Boss. But 1 more Donnybrook, and then that could be in trouble. But we see him using War Boss's order to have Do Run do some things. Do Run's going to do things. How about that? I also want to get the Donnybrook up there for you guys, just so you all can see it as well. While Ollie's trying to think out his moves and what he wants to do. Donnybrook is probably the best card in any of the preview decks. Like if you were looking for like what's the obliterate that Donnybrook is to these little preview decks as Obliterate was to the 4E decks. It's like, oh, that's the best card. I want to buy that deck because I need Obliterates. Going the extra rank on a 10 through 19 is just so crazy. But we see Ali use his Warlord's ability to kind of take out some of the Dwarven army, chew it down, give Dustin a few less resources in order to mount an offensive against here. And Ollie's just kind of hoping that there's not going to be a second Donnybrook in another turn. Dustin may already be sitting on it, for all we know. But Do Run puts a wound on Korak, but gets reposted in the face in the process, it looks like. If I'm not mistaken. Dustin uses very similar dice for all his markers. So it's hard to realize what it is without any of the audio. Not sure why my audio is messed up, but my computer was doing fun things. But the show must go on, folks. I need to deliver this content. I got so many videos I got to do, so no skip days. Sorry. We see another dice. Okay, this looks like a repost from Korak. And a swing and a whiff. So, okay. Korak is being targeted with good old Lightbearer, so that does mean he's got a wound on him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to. But he's able to generate a melee strike, but it doesn't hit. I think the 4 is like a bonus to attack from the Strong Arm Stout. The 1 is a wound, and then the 1 is a repost, I believe. Watchful going to go take a swing at Tiny, who has a Nothrog Psyche on there. I don't think the Psyche is really of note at this point. Ooh, we got a Warhorse for the War Boss. Might be warring it up on Korak over here, who is patiently holding back his ability in order to do a melee strike, just in case. Because now if the War Boss comes up and does an attack, I mean, Stonejaw's got 6 HP, so we won't be able to kill him. We'll be able to hurt him, but I think Ollie's just like, I got to make something happen. And Dustin doesn't want to take any chances. He plays in a tone to remove the wound from Stonejaw. Now Ollie's probably regretting going forward. But he's like, I'm here. I might as well come to town. Let's see what War Boss got on Stonejaw. Or it's okay. This is a little, we see a 14. That might have been a power attack check, and that will hit for 2. I'm not sure where he's getting the power attack from, but he does have it. And that might have been the prime positioning that we saw before. Dustin's got even more tokens now on his road. No, it wasn't from prime positioning. Not sure where power attack's coming from at this point. But does Tiny give power attack to everybody? I don't know. But we got 3 wounds on Korak and the Watchful ready. And then let's see what we got. We got Goad, goading the Warlord. Doesn't do anything. Akvuk comes in. Is that Watchful going to do anything? Otherwise, he might get Akvuk. Okay, here we go. Watchful with a 13 puts another wound on the War Boss. 1 away from taking game 1. And Akvuk's going for Korat. Does not get it. No, that's not Korat. Yeah, it is Korat or something like that. It's Stonejaw. And, ooh, it's another Tavern Brawl. We have not shown this one here. Woodrow is very proud of the naming of this card, by the way, because there are already 2 Tavern Brawls in existence, so another Tavern Brawl. This is the 3rd one. Target opposing character chooses a character they control. The character performs a melee strike, and after the strike, this character performs a melee strike. Okay, so Stonejaw chooses somebody to swing, gets hit, but he's going and rolls a 20 to take out the War Boss. With those extra HP, the Strong Arm Stout, the drunken Dwarven Boxer withstands and takes game 1. That was a pretty cool ending to that game. Happy to see that. So we'll see if they make any adjustments to the starting army. I think Ollie's just kind of sticking with what he's got. Dustin, I think, is probably pretty happy too. I don't think the Dwarves really can kind of improve. Like, you can't really change it out unless you were like really wanting to go all Talons for some silly reason. There's no point. Okay, we do see a pivot from Ollie. He's going with Mad Pat to help take out some of these Dwarven folk. The Tunnel Vanguard. So Mad Pat does Mad Pat things. And we'll see as they shuffle up. While they do shuffle up, I will tease a little thing that we got going on. So, we keep doing these videos with these nice little preview decks, and I know everybody who wasn't at Gen Con is wondering how you can get one. You'll be able to get one from me soon. I am working on creative ways to give these out to you folks, and I think I got the first one, and I think I'm going to do it that way. We're going to do 3 different things for each of these 3 decks here. And the first one is going to be a little teaser here. Design a 5e Warlord using the Build a Warlord custom maker on the Accord lands. I'm going to ask some of my viewers to build, if you had to build an alternative 5e Warlord, any faction you want, any class you want, what would you build? And then I think the best one will get one of these packs. So I'll do a formal announcement, but right here's a little pre-launch announcement for you midway through the video as a reward for, as a reward for actually watching all my videos and paying attention in the middle instead of just fast forwarding to kind of see the results that some people do. But that'll give you some little advantage before the actual announcement comes out. So we'll see. Depends on when I actually get that announcement out. You know me with timelines here, guys. But what we see here is we saw Ollie play a do run. One of the Bear Legion recruits got killed and moved do run forward. So a Mad Pat fell, and now we are seeing Warboss use his ability. He is attacking with advantage somewhere. Ooh. Did we just get 2 wounds from Mad Pat and a failed repost? Oh no, it was only 1, it looks like. Oh no, I think it is 2. He just put 4 dice there. I think he defended it, failed repost, and took 2 wounds from Mad Pat. I think that's what happened. So Mad Pat has to go down. We see another prime positioning from the Nothrog again. That's a good old roll order. Gives the character 5 attack and moves them forward 1 rank if possible. So Do Run is still running. Up he goes to the front. And Dustin saying he can't pull back. He's got to keep on swinging. So we see what he does. Do run before he suffers wounds. He performs a melee strike, so that's a good guy up there. But Vanguard's hit do run, and looks like we're gonna react and have him go there. Guess Dustin's like, I don't want to kill a recruit because I don't want Mad Pat coming up doing 2 wounds to these Vanguards. So he'd rather just do a wound to do run and get the long term going here. So we see a power attack and 2 wounds. I still don't know where the power attack comes from. Is the power attack coming from the war boss? I think so, right? Man, the things that happen when I can't hear. Oh yeah, your fighters who have moved this turn gain power attack +5. Hey, it's a key ability on a warlord, and I'm commentating, giving some expert advice and not realizing that. There we go, that first sentence. I only remember the limited order, but good old power attack. Power attack's good. But so do run, doing some damage, and we see Korak just come to the front, and do run's like, I am ready to outmatch you. He's doing it with do runs, so we can't power attack again though. But he's happy to swing, and he's swinging with advantage again. I think the blade gave him advantage, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at that blade. What does that one do? The eager blade. Yep, if this character's moved this turn, they have advantage on melee strikes. That's exactly what that one does. So we got a wound going to Lightbearer. And then we have Korak unstunning. Alright, Bear Legion recruit going for Korak. Might as well keep the pressure going. He's like, I don't want to swing at any of these guys. Or maybe he does. I know you guys can hear it. For some reason, I can't hear this. So, it's driving me nuts, but like I'm so far into the video that I just don't want to stop. But we have Bear Legion. Looks like he did a wound there. Dustin's now thinking about his options. And he's gonna put that order there, and do a melee strike there. Ooh, I have your back. Moving to the spent death recruit, so Mad Pat can come up. And Mad Pat trying to take out these little guys. Dustin's like, hold on. Dustin was ready to pick them up. Like, yeah, that was a good trap, but he rolled a 2. So Ollie whiffs. Oh, man. Mad Pat, he was too mad. Or he wasn't mad enough. I don't know. It's one or the other. So Dustin now kind of frazzled. Like, wasn't expecting that. Now what do I do? So really just kind of... Dustin was a very, just watching Dustin play and, being able to play against him as well. He is a very methodical player. Does think out all of his moves. So I guess he's kind of looking at what he's got for the rest of the turn. Puts a blessing sign that then doesn't matter. He's got no way to prevent the Bear Legion recruit from finishing the job. So the Nothrog prevail. Dustin might have got a little aggressive there, and Ollie made him pay for it. There was a lot of advantage, a lot of multi-wounding, and now we understand why war boss characters have power attack. So we learned something new here, and we're going to game 3. So, gotta love to see it, folks. Love to see it. Let's see, how far are we in? Yeah, they're only about 20 minutes in, and that's the thing too. I've noticed, getting back into playing Warlord in real life at Gen Con. It's such a faster game in person than it is on some of these untapped games that we've been doing. So obviously, I know you guys can check out all my other videos where I play on Untapped, but those are like an hour, 30-minute rounds. To play 3 games, and sometimes we need most of it, but time is not an issue here. Now I can actually hear some audio, so I think my computer is just really messed up. I saw the video kind of like skip, and now my audio came back. Guys, I need you to like and subscribe to my videos so I can afford a new PC. That's kind of funny. All right, so Dustin starts it off taking a swing at the Bear Legion recruit and does not hit. Tiny comes in, and he's still pressing the attack with these vanguards. He cannot hit these recruits, though. Reckwits. Ollie thinking now. Drops another do run. He's gotten that first turn every time. Blasphemous sign comes down. Dustin taking it a little bit slower here. And speaking of slower, look at all these Nothrogs. Double Tiny. Tiny is not unique. There are multiple Tinies. And Durun's got the blade to get advantage. And then here comes Watchful. I don't think Dustin's hand's that good at this point. Ollie's looking very stable. Sending a Tiny up stunned. Dustin still cannot break through the impenetrable wall, which is the Bear Legion recruits. And I think Ollie's a little disappointed about that, honestly. I think he wants to move these fighters forward, but he just hasn't been able to. And I think he finally hits, and now Ollie's going to move up to run. Tiny's going to get a free stunned move to fix the ranks up to the front rank. And that recruit does die.
Now we're going to press the attack.
So Ollie will press the attack. He's going to roll, see if he's probably going to move do run forward. Might be able to give him a boost to attack. Oh, I think he just does it. Okay. Press the attack isn't the roll one. It's just do it.
So you move fighters and then take all the strikes. Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, press the attack is the level 5 action here. Target any number of fighters. Each target moves forward 1 rank if possible, and then each target who moved does a +3 melee strike. So all those guys who moved, even the stun ones, can do it. So we see these mad pats rush it in too. So +3 for 2 wounds.
Missed the power attack. Advantage.
Oh, well, never mind. Do run swinging first. So he power attack, missed it, and then the advantage roll hit. Mad Pat is going to try and take a swing. Looks like Dustin is defending it. And Ollie's going to try and take out one of those little guys because Dustin did not pass. I don't think Ollie rolled very well, so that was fortunate. Oh, no, okay. He did. Dustin's going to sacrifice. Basically, you can only move 1 wound with sacrifice, so 1 on Korat and 1 on the little tunnel guy. But Dustin's still going to defend this next one. Passes. We get a power attack check. Passes. And... oh, he just missed with a 15. That would have did 3 wounds. Stonejaw reposts and rolls a 5. That's not enough. You need a 6 or better. So Dustin almost just got diced there. But follows it up with a Holy Might, giving himself some AC and removing a wound there. So Ollie's just asking for a little bit of clarity on which is which. Little disagreement on who hit who for wounds here. Okay, I think they have this kind of figured out here. I don't really have it figured out, but either way, Lightbringer trying to take out some of these Mad Pats with these Wounded Tunnel Vanguards, which he does. And then the other Mad Pat. Alright, some clarity about which one did use Power Attack, which one didn't, because there was a Mad Pat that Power Attack for it. Just clarifying. Dustin's like, obviously, I swung at the one who has Power Attack. And all the Tunnel Vanguards are wounded. That tunnel's one wound away from collapsing. We see another Lightbearer going, so that means we won't see Korak come to the front. But I think Dustin doesn't want to be cute at this point. He just wants to try and clean up some of these hard-hitting Nothrogs. Because now the army goes. And Dustin's got a choice now here. And there's a do run waiting, so this is not an easy choice, but he's going to move his Warlord up. No Lightbearer in sight to unstun either, so Dustin in trouble here. He'll pass, and Ollie's still going to focus on cleaning up these little guys before he goes for that. But we have a Talon come in now. It's going to threaten the do run.
I'm going to use my ability, have him take a...
Alright, so we see the War Boss's ability on do run, giving him some bonuses here so that he's able to take out the threat there. So we gained 5 attack this turn and then just did a melee strike, it looks like. And now we have do run. Just needs to hit Korak twice, it looks like. There's a wound. Oh, he's got an advantage here because he moved. Alright, cool. So we got 2 wounds in there. Okay, so those aren't wounds, those were other abilities. Oh, yeah, I'm a little confused by these markers here. Korak has so many markers. We saw Bobby had the same complaint, essentially. But Dustin's body language with flicking those cards also kind of say, like, he doesn't think he drew the answers here, so Dustin's like, what do I do here? I think he scoops it up. Ollie's showing him what he's got, and I think that's going to do it. Ollie is going to take down the match here. Just a good game 3 in order to come back. Ollie was able to make it work, and there we go. There's the handshake, folks. So that'll wrap it up. We see the Nothrog take a W. The Dwarf still looking for his first win. We know some people who did do well with the Dwarf, but unfortunately Dustin wasn't able to get it against Ollie here. But either way, appreciate you all watching this. Again, like and subscribe and all that other good jazz. But stay tuned for more Warlord content coming your way. Thank you and have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.